Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Hisui Cup, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Drifblim! Drifblim in the Empoleon Drifblim core is quite strong for this Hisui Cup meta, and these battles are a viewer submission courtesy of Charleston Fino. Now, Charleston was able to climb all the way from the 2200s to hitting veteran with this team, guys. That just goes to show how powerful the Empoleon Drifblim core is in this meta. Charleston told me in the notes that he was getting 4-1s, pretty consistency. They were coming in left and right. And what makes this core so strong is that Empoleon on the lead is amazing. Has that amazing defensive typing of water and steel, and if you can give Drifblim a shield advantage, it can prove to be quite the closer. And you round out a very solid core with a very solid safe swap option in the form of Shadow Gallade. Now, we don't see Shadow Gallade too often in the Hisui Cup, but my goodness, this thing is amazing. It is a glass cannon, but my goodness, it hits like a truck, and because it can hit like a truck, it can grab a shield advantage or flip switch advantage for you. And the reason why Gallade makes for such a good safe swap is because it only has one weakness, and that comes in the form of fairy type damage, which we don't see a lot of in this meta. So with not too many fairies in the Hisui Cup, Gallade can roam free and wreak havoc on all of the Hisui Cup meta. So very solid team. This is the set that allowed Charleston to hit veteran in Season 11 of Pokemon Go. I'm super pumped to have a look at these battles, and without further ado, let's dive right into it, guys. And big thanks to Charleston Fino for the battle submissions. Always much appreciated. Here we go. Picking up an awful lead, and Toxicroak gonna make an aggressive play into Gallade, and oh, it gets a confusion. And did you guys see how much damage one confusion did to Toxicroak? Did half of its health. That's insane. They make a play into a Skuntank. Gonna go for the close combat and grabs a shield. That's a very smart play because you lower that defense by 2 stages, giving the Skuntank less farm. Coming back in with Empoleon, and they do get to a crunch. Can let this go. That's a good play. Empoleon can definitely tank a crunch, especially seeing that it's not a shadow. Gonna shield up the next crunch to maintain alignment, which is a very smart play as well, and gonna look to farm all the way down. Very well played so far. We're going to see that Toxicroak come back in, and I would imagine Empoleon's going to grab that final shield. If not, it's going to KO, and they do got the shield. It's Drifblim time, and they've got an Empoleon left in the back. Guys, you're about to see the power of Drifblim as a closer in the Hisui Cup, going for this Shadow Ball, and oh, that does a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, Drifblim up a shield is next to unstoppable, guys, and can safely shield up this Hydro Cannon, and I would presume farm all the way down, have loaded energy for that Toxicroak, and they're not top lefting, they're a glutton for punishment. Gonna take this Shadow Ball, which will absolutely allow us to say bye-bye to the Toxicroak. And there, Drifblim closing the game in dominant fashion. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, you give Drifblim a shield advantage, it can close a game like you wouldn't believe. And here we go, picking up a solid lead in Froslass. The reason why it's a good lead is because with that steel water typing on Empoleon, you're double resisting this fast move pressure, and they catch the Hydro Cannon on an Empoleon of their own. That's a solid play right there, but we got a Gallade here for this Empoleon. It is resisting these confusions, but you would never know because they are absolutely chunking. Gonna go for the Leaf Blade here. Could be it grabs the shield. That could have definitely been a close combat. And that's just the power of Gallade on the safe swap, guys. It can either one-shot things or grab a shield advantage. Both are very good for Drifblim in the endgame, guys. And let Gallade go down with the Hydro Cannon. Gonna tank this. as Empoleon can absolutely tank a Hydro Cannon, and I would presume go for the farm down. This Empoleon will not make it to another Hydro Cannon, and now has loaded energy for whatever comes back in. They are thinking long and hard, and oh, it's a Toxicroak, gonna go for the Hydro Cannon. This actually does more damage than the super effective Drill Peck would, and grabs the final shield. It's Drifblim time yet again with 2 shields, holy smokes. Oh, they've got that Froslass at about 50% health, gonna shield this up. Of course, that would be disastrous, and guys, Drifblim gets to the Shadow Ball. Oh my goodness, if you give Drifblim a shield advantage, it can run right through teams, deleting the Froslass from the screen. Toxicroak can do nothing to Drifblim, and they realize that as they top left. Drifblim was about to delete that Toxicroak as well. Good game, well played. Oh, you gotta love the Empoleon Drifblim core. It is so powerful, guys. And here we go, picking up another solid lead in Drapion. And it is running Poison Sting, which makes it even better, as Empoleon is double resisting these Poison Stings, and the opponent is farming up for days. I don't know what they're doing. Probably afraid of a catch. But gonna go, oh, and they tank the Hydro Cannon and sneaks through the waterfall, which means that the poor Drapion will not make it to their second crunch as that waterfall KOs. They have a Lucario in the back, and it's Drifblim time yet again. So Lucario can flip this, but they have to successfully land the Power-Up Punch bait 2 times. If they don't land 2 Power-Up Punch baits, they cannot flip this. So they do go for the first bait and grabs the shield. Drifblim goes for the Icy Wind, debuffing that attack, taking the sting off of this hard-hitting Lucario, and gonna shield out of caution. This could absolutely be the Shadow Ball, and it is, which means that Lucario will not flip this. They cannot outpace to another Shadow Ball in time. Gonna go for the Icy Wind yet again, and they shield. Shields are now down on both ends. Like I said, the Lucario will not make it to another Shadow Ball, and Drifblim does make it to the Icy Wind. Yes, it is resisted, but Lucario is about as squishy as it gets. And they've got that Toxicroak left. It's lights out yet again as the opponent top lefts. Toxicroak could do nothing there. Good game, well played. Nothing but pure domination with Drifblim closing the games strong. It's a thing of beauty. And here we go. Another solid lead in Bastiodon. They make a play into a Drifblim of their own. Very tricky, kind of have to stay in here as Empoleon does have a solid victory over Drifblim in all even shield scenarios, and it does have the energy lead, so it appears as though Charleston's going to look to play out the 2 shield scenario with this Drifblim successfully shielding up the hard-hitting Shadow Ball. That would have done a lot of neutral damage to Empoleon, and going to go for another Hydro Cannon. I think they should let this go because the Drifblim is not going to be able to flip this, let alone with the Empoleon having the energy lead. And they go for another Shadow Ball. Empoleon can now just easily farm down this Drifblim. Shields are down on both ends. But Charleston has an arsenal of hard-hitting Pokemon, and holy smokes, those confusions are insane on Toxicroak, and they come in with the Bastiodon. Gallade gets to this close combat. We're saying bye-bye to the Bastiodon. Holy smokes, Gallade is insane. Oh my god, I cannot get over how much these confusions are doing to Toxicroak. That's a fast move, doing 50% health. That is insane. Gonna just put this Toxicroak out of its misery with Drifblim. And they were not here for that as they top left. It was lights out yet again. Good game, well played. My goodness, how about Gallade one-shotting that Bastiodon? That was super satisfying to see. And here we go, another solid lead in Froslass. These waterfalls absolutely chunk Froslass, and they do get to a potential Shadow Ball. But they bait with an Avalanche. That's a solid bait, as Empoleon would take a lot of damage from a Shadow Ball from a Froslass. Gonna go for the Hydro Cannon, and I would imagine get that shield right back. Looks like the opponent is fighting hard to win lead here. This is a tricky decision. You don't want to go completely down on shields. Gotta let it go. It does not KO. Can Empoleon farm down? And it does. That's the beauty of that water steel typing, allowing Empoleon to hang on. But they snipe with a Lucario. That is unfortunate. Empoleon goes down with loaded energy. Gonna put the Drifblim on this Lucario here. Gonna go for the Icy Wind and lower the attack on the Lucario here, and that grabs the shield. It's so unfortunate that Lucario has to shield everything. It is so squishy, but it does make up for that as it does hit super hard, and holy smokes, one-shots the Drifblim. It's all up to Gallade here. Oh, and they've got a Gastrodon with no shields. Holy smokes, guys. Gastrodon, much like Swampert, faints at the mere sight of a blade of grass. Bye-bye, Gastrodon! And can Gallade bring this home here for us, guys? Gonna shield up whatever this is. It is the power-up punch, and Gallade just needs one confusion to get to that Leaf Blade. This is absolutely gonna KO the very squishy Lucario. Bye-bye, Lucario! And Gallade says, hey, Drifblim, let me sweep some endgames here, buddy. As Gallade closes it strong. And that is the team, my friends. How about Charleston? Getting a juicy 5-0. Like I said, Charleston was kind enough to submit his 5-0 set that allowed him to get to Veteran for Season 11 of Pokemon Go Battle League. Big thanks to Charleston for the battle submission. Always much appreciated. And congrats to you, my friend, on hitting Veteran in Season 11. That's a thing of beauty, and there's no better team to do that with than the Empoleon Drifblim core with a very solid safe swap in Shadow Gallade. Guys, Shadow Gallade was insane in those battles, grabbing shields for Drifblim to sweep. Oh, such a cohesive team, a very powerful team that can really help you guys out with the climb. As you saw here, Charleston, like I said, was getting consistent 4-1 wins left and right with this very powerful team. So again, much thanks to you, Charleston, and congrats to you, buddy, on hitting Veteran. Guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching. And keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.